Hello, everybody. Welcome to Catalyst of Change. I'm your host, Alexia Cito, and I am so honored and excited to be here with our special guest today who's joined us all the way from Rwanda. Eddy from Impact Children Africa, the founder and CEO, and we are here at the United Nations Committee on the Status of Women. And we met, and I was just so moved, like from my heart and soul, from you, from your heart, from your mission and message for the world, and for everything that you're doing in your whole journey. So I can't thank you enough for making the time to be with us today. It's such an honor, Eddy.
Thank you, Alexis. I'm glad and grateful to be here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what a journey, coming from Rwanda, being here. For those that are just meeting you through the viewers and listeners for the first time, and could you share with us a little bit about your journey, your life, like what brought you here to what you're doing today?
Thank you. Well, my journey is quite long to say here, but I'll just go brief, highlight. I became an orphan when I was 6 years old, with my younger siblings. And we went to orphanage home for 6 years, and it was quite hard. And after orphanage home, was quite wandering. I grew with no hope, in despair, with hatred, with the vengeance spirit. All my body was full of hatred and vengeance, because I became an orphan at such an age and with no parents, no one to lean on. But I gave my heart and myself into church. Then I dipped myself into church.
I want to also share, Eddy, for anyone who might be ignorant to what happened in Rwanda, it was a huge genocide, really.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So just for anyone tuning in, it's not just that you became an orphan. There was a genocide that happened.
Rwanda experienced, thank you. Rwanda went in, it's also historical. Rwanda had different colonies, Belgium, I don't want to go into that, then France, then people went to refugee to Uganda, Kenya, Burundi, other countries. So then there was a war, civil war. Mm-hmm. And there was a genocide against the Tutsi in 1994, which culminated over 1 million people lose their lives and their properties, and Rwanda became a reign. So that really impacted many families and many children and the refugees in Congo. Over 3 million went to Congo. So I even appreciate and thank the government of Rwanda, which really made people coming back home, and we build the nation through the reconciliation programs. Having said that, there are many problems that really the people are facing. Many kids went to the refugee homes, but also went to orphanage centers, fostered families, some even on the streets. So when I left the orphanage home, I went to church. I was more involved in the church when I was very young, but still I had no place to stay. So I was a wanderer. I was staying in this home for a week, for 3 days. Then they chase you away. You go to another home because you meet them at a church. So you feel they will come you maybe for one night, but for you extend your visitation. You want to take a week, you want to take a month, then they push you. I remember one family pushed me in the middle of the night and me say, "Hey, you can go. You've been here for more than a week, so you should go." And I had nowhere to go. I had to walk the whole night. So that was really tragedy that befell Rwanda and impacted many children. But thank God through church, through the reconciliation program, but through the government, which really sponsored many survivors and many orphanages in general. But for my case, there were 2 girls who came from Boston to come to do research on Rwanda. And I helped them to be a translator and guide, like a tour guide, literally. And when they came back home to Boston, to Massachusetts, they told my story about their family, their mom, how Eddy, younger boy who helped them, translating, tour guide, protecting them, and with no pay, with no any charge. So that's how the mom called me. They had my number. And the mom, Elizabeth, who's now in Boston, I wish she could be hearing this.
Yes.
Yeah, and she paid everything from my elementary, from my high school, my university, until I achieved the MBA in Uganda. She paid everything, our food, our accommodation, and that hence why I'm into now the supporting 500 children in our school.
Wow.
With the Impact Children Africa, where we're supporting the refugee kids from the refugee camps and other communities around, and Burundi. In our school called Life School. Life School. It is life. It is not. We chose Life School because we are giving life. These kids need life in abundance, in holistic. Yeah, food, accommodation, not accommodation. We're providing meals and free education. Yeah.
Wow. There's so much in what you just shared. Like, I think the first thing is that the fact that you just gave yourself to create this, and Elizabeth, who supported you, you're an embodiment of why education is so important, why support is so important, to have, support with food and education. And look at you now. You went and got your MBA. You are now such a resource for Rwanda. You are a resource for your community and all of these children.
Actually, I've been speaking about reconciliation and the healing in different countries. I was in Dublin, I was in Belfast, I was in New Zealand, I was in Hong Kong.
Wow.
Talking about reconciliation programs and healing and my work of supporting the community. Because Rwanda went through tragedy and genocide. So there are many broken hearts and wounds and mothers and women who are raped, who are victimized, and these young boys we are seeing. I remember there was a lady who we were supporting. She was raped by over 30 men. I don't want to say, sorry to say this statement, over 30 men. And they infected her HIV. So these are the cases that the Rwanda government went through, and what we are contributing by God's grace, we are contributing through the partners, through well-wishers, and that leads me to why I'm here now, why I came to attend UN meetings, but also was to look out the sponsors, partners, friends who would want to support, donate any fund, or in any case they will want to support our program.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'd love to see the Love, Peace, Harmony Foundation collaborate. So we definitely need to connect on that. And, one of the things that really moved my heart when you were sharing about your story is actually how you gave everything that you created for yourself to keep the school. Could you tell us a little bit about that? I was so moved by that.
Well, let me go back how I got healed, because I grew up in vengeance. That's why I love America. I love this country. I love this country. I love the people. When I was a kid, during that period of revengeance and hatred and wandering, there came organization for reconciliation, where the pastors who came to do reconciliation work. And I remember my pastor telling me to go on for the retreat for reconciliation. I said, reconciliating with who? But I went just to respect the pastor. But when I was there, I was quiet, I don't want to talk to people. But on my third day, I had a voice in me. Telling me, look at the flowers. Here in Rwanda, you are my flowers. There is no Hutu, there is no Tutsi, there is no Pygmy or Twa. When I look at you, I look at my different colors of flowers. I said, wow. I went back to the conference or training room. I said, hey, I had a voice telling me, we are beautiful flowers. God, when he sees us, he sees flowers, not tribes, not ethnicities. And from that day, I started the gospel. I started preaching, healing, and reconciliation to the youth, universities, making workshops. Of course, there are many trainings I did after that for the healing, for reconciliation. I became a very advocate for healing and reconciliation. And now coming to this school, and that's led me to start the school. Actually, before the COVID, I had three schools, almost 800 kids, because we had a donor, a partner organization from San Francisco, which was supporting us, buying the food and paying the teachers. And because of the COVID, there were many issues. So they never continued to support us because they had their own issues because of COVID. So I said, should I leave these kids? Because we started at 12 kids, 36, 40, 70. Now they are around 500 kids. So after the COVID, I had a visa to come to US. I had a visa of New Zealand visa. Things were very bad. Actually, up to today, since COVID, I have never got paid.
Wow.
I volunteer this work. Because when I get money, I pay the teachers. When I get money, I buy food. Mm-hmm. Then to come here to US, I plant maize. I sell the maize. Then I get a ticket to come.
The corn.
Wow. Yeah, to come to US. And the same thing, I plant beans to feed the children. Wow. So my life, now becoming what I offered, because after the COVID, I said, should I go to US? Should I go to New Zealand? Should I go to where? So I said, no, I should give my properties, because I had no money to pay to keep the school running. Right. I sold my properties, my land, my big land, and another year I had no money to run the school. I sold my Mercedes-Benz. Wow. I said this car was got by working here before the COVID. I was being paid as a teacher, as well as the teachers. So I saved, and then I bought a car, and so I said I should donate this car to this school. So that's how. My heart has gone to this life of change the community. I'm impacting these kids. Mm-hmm. Today there are 500. The next time there will be 1,000. Because I keep doing it, but this is next generation impacting. We are teaching them about harmony, peace building, the whole holistic. Sharing. We invited the different, because we interdomain. We are not based on one church. So people come and speak to Catholics, Protestant, or Pentecostal. Everybody come and share a word with them, because we don't base church oriented. We are not church based. We are community school. We empower the people. We empower the people who are refugees, who are coming from Congo, who are coming from Burundi, Rwandans. Tomorrow, in 2050, these kids will be 30 years old. Mm-hmm. They'll be 25 years old. They'll be 35 years old. So these are people going to be UN. They are going in UN and talking about the next generation, talking about they're going to be the CEOs, they're going to be pastors, they're going to be priests, they're going to be environmental protectionists, they're going to be the mayors. They're going to be CEOs of big technologies. So this is what I can do for humanity, is to serve the community, is to serve my people, is to build Rwanda, is to build Africa, is to build the global network. They're going to do amazing things in this world. So whoever would wish or want to stand with us, I welcome them. Mm-hmm. I welcome them. I'm open. Whenever those who want to come to Rwanda, I welcome them. To Africa, I welcome them. They can reach out to you, and then we see how we can invite them to come and be one harmony, as we mentioned, as the organization, one unity, yes. one nation. We are one. We are flowers. Americans, we are flowers. Africa is flower. Before us, but also before God. We are one people. God never created races or racism or African tribes. God created one humanity, one human being. The rest is either the greedy or interest or selfishness that causes the conflict. But some people should stand against that.
Yes. And what about taking a stand is important?
Well, it is from many things. For me, it's my background, what I went through, growing within our family, but also getting Bower, Elizabeth in Boston,
Yes.
who stood with me and who believed in me and who said, let me change Eddie, the rest is upon him. She never knew maybe I also go back to support the community. But it requires having certain values and commitment and what we believe in. Yeah. For example, people may say, but I don't have enough money or something. But you just say, nothing is small when you are changing.
Yes.
Nothing is small when you are doing good impact. Not even a word, even sharing, even reaching out, even saying, let me offer this for one day. Or let's see, for example, I'm here to see how we can partner with organizations through or churches or interdenominational or different region or different organization or company, how to partner with so that you can reach many students who are not, or kids who are not in a school. So this is how they can make impact, global impact.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know what? One thing I'm moved by is your commitment to Rwanda, because you've been given this opportunity through Elizabeth. You went to Boston. Now you're back in New York here for the CSW. So you could, find opportunities and go elsewhere, but you're committed to rebuilding. So what is that?
Absolutely. Even I remember many years back when I finished campus, I want to speak about healing in Dublin and Belfast. People said, don't go back to Rwanda. I said, no.
Wow.
No, I said, no. I love that country. I love my continent. I have to do some work. If everyone leave, then who's going to stay behind to transform that country or that continent? When I was in New Zealand, speaking about our child human rights and trafficking and girls' impact, blah, 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 people said diaspora, whom I met where I was staying, who were hosting me in New Zealand, in Auckland, said, hey, this is an opportunity to be here. You have got a visa. Many people want to come here. So you never have a chance to come. I said, no, I'll have more chances. I went. One family I met in Auckland who invited me for a dinner. The next month they were in Rwanda to train my caregivers.
Wow.
And when they were in Rwanda, they bought my ticket to go back with them in New Zealand to be trained in early child education. So I'm certified as a early child educator and a trainer.
Wow.
And when I was in New Zealand in the same conference, that's why I met organization from San Francisco, which were giving us money to pay these kids for the teachers. They brought me to LA to do training on early child education, on neuroscience, on motor child development, on observation, different aspects. They certified me as a early child trainer and caregivers. But I would have stayed behind. So when you're committed and you believe in something, I remember I had let me bring this story just to make people also have a smile. I had a girlfriend, and I was talking about the school. Every time I go to pick her, I say, I'm going to visit the school. I'm from a school, that's why I'm going to be late. And one time I took her to, by then they were just a preschool. There was about 40 kids. And when she visited the school with me, she said, Eddie, this is the school I've been talking about. I said, yes. Are you serious? I said, yeah. I said, this is the business you're talking about. I said, yes. How gonna we survive? How can these 40 kids make us survive? I told her, but you are surviving. You are working. Do you want to survive by these kids? No, I told her, we have, this is a calling. This is a calling. This is a beautiful thing we are doing. She said, no. For me, I thought you have an elementary school or you have a high school, big school. So again, but that's a different perspective of people. Yeah, so you must have something you feel, even if you're changing to one person, one kid, you say, I'm going to sponsor one child $30 per month. I'm going to donate this. I'm going to stand with you. I'm going to work on a library. Different things, or computer or something like that. You are changing the global perspective. You are contributing. You are making an impact, because this child tomorrow will be in New York, maybe on a New York exchange, or New York, or working in a coffee shop, or CEO, or a journalist, or media personality, or in any job, or a religious person. So you are not only changing one person, you are changing 3 generations to come, or 4 generations to come, by impacting one child. This child tomorrow will be also having another school, another church, another TV. So it's really very good when you're doing what you believe in, and you never lose hope. After COVID, I really went through hardship with me and my younger brother who were working this school. But I said, how can I leave these kids behind? I could have gone to New Zealand, I could have gone to Australia, I could have come to US. But I said, no, I'd rather have impact and get good people, well-wishers, sponsors, who could stand with us. And that's why I'm visiting US for some time.
Wow. It's so inspiring, Eddy, because it just shows your commitment and your love and your passion for service, for making a difference. And the way that you describe this journey, of like saying yes, no matter what, no matter the challenges, the tests that come, all of these different layers and levels, you're persistent and relentless in belief that you're making a difference, and you are. And I love that you share about the importance of education with the children, and what that means for the 3 generations to come, and what that means. It's not just one child. That one child impacts this whole world. Like, you were that one child. We all were at some point. And so it has this ripple effect. So you are a huge catalyst of change.
When you're impacting, in my view, I'm from Rwanda, where women are 60% in every decision-making body.
Wow.
When you're impacting a girl, a woman, when you're impacting somebody in education, you are changing the global mindset. You are impacting the generations to come. When you impact a young girl or a woman, this lady gonna be a mother, gonna feed a child, gonna feed a child, gonna have grandchildren or granddaughters. So impacting women, impacting girls, impacting somebody in education, definitely are changing many things. 2, when you're doing something with no much direct interest to affect you, you are comfortable. You don't feel for tomorrow. You don't say, sometimes I go with no money. Sometimes I don't get money for paying my rent. But when you are doing something in love, you are very, very comfortable, you are very grounded, you are very convinced, you don't regret for what you are doing. And when you are doing things when you're not forging it, for example, some people can come up with stories with good statistics when they're not on the ground. That's because they want money. That's grandizing money, embezzlement. But when you're doing it for the sake of your values or what you believe in, you keep doing it. And I want to encourage everyone who's doing small things, always start small, always do what is right. Don't steal your boss. Don't steal somebody's stuff. Don't be accountable. Have values in you. Say, if I was you and you leave your phone here or your $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever money, say, this money is not for me. When you're doing that, definitely God will bless you from a different perspective, from a different person.
Yes.
Yeah, when you give someone accommodation, tomorrow God will reward you. Let me use the word God, right?
Yes.
Will reward maybe your grandchildren or your daughter or somewhere. So always God, there's a way He pays in a way you can't even recall what you did for other people.
Right.
Yeah. And you feel always happy when you're doing what you want. You always be satisfied in your heart.
So beautiful. And it's like, it's one thing to say it when you're not in a survival mode, but it's another thing to say it when you know what it's like to have that in front of you and need it, you know? And that's true merit, I feel. That's true belief, because it's like you could be tested and you're still like, I'm going to do the right thing. Exactly. And that's like, that's a next level of strength that I wish more people in the world understood and actioned, because it's actually the harder thing sometimes to do. Sometimes it's the easier thing that's not the right thing. So I really commend you for that. And I want to ask you our final question that we ask all of our guests. And it is, if you could be a catalyst of change for one thing in the world right now, what would it be?
Is educating people. Educating people, educating girls, empowering women. When you empower women, you are empowering the world. The women are mothers, a mother of this world. You find somebody, a single mother, has a kid of 2 kids, but she has never neglected them, and the father may even go and leave them. But the mother will make sure this child is eating. This child goes to school. He wash the clothes of the neighborhood. So these kids can go to school or can eat. So when empowering women, when empowering younger generations, you are empowering, you're creating impact. But why people sometimes, let me go back a little bit to that, to what you mentioned. Some people don't have something they believe in. They're just jumping to whatever comes. They don't have a stand. They don't have character. Character will make you believe in something. Character, morals, personality. Say, no, I can't do that. I cannot say those words. I cannot curse people. I cannot gossip other people. I cannot curse. When you gossip, you're almost cursing. Because you're talking, you are taking energy from that person. Yeah, gossip. Yeah. So you must have some values in you. Whether people sees you, whether people are not. Now there's a lady who visited our school last month. She has now raised some money, like $3,000 for a bookstore for the school, bookstore. If I'm even to change $200 for nothing, I have to have a Zoom with her. Say, do you think I can do this? Do you think I can repair this library bit? So somebody who's sponsoring or who's doing something should be always consulted for any change you are making, because that's how people lose the trust. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Eddy. And I know there's so much more, so we have to have you back, sure. Because you have such a powerful story, and I really want to honor you. There's just so much power in your presence, and you have this amazing commitment to make change, and you are making and will continue to be such a catalyst of change in the world for these children. And I just want to thank you for being with us today.
Thank you. God bless you. And God bless every viewer and listener.
Yes.
And God bless America.
Thank you. And God bless you and your whole project and all the children.
Amen.
And amen. And we are also welcoming everyone who's watching. Connect with Eddy. We're going to put all the information below. Share in the chat all your thoughts, your feelings, your inspirations from this episode. And I have
got American number as well.
You have an American number?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not American.
Yeah. I'm a Canadian, but maybe we'll both be honorary. I love it. Oh, so yes, connect with Eddy in all the ways. We'll include it below. And, we just want to thank you for being here and invite you to take what's being said and put it into action. Continue being catalysts of change in your lives, community, and the world. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you.
Thank you.